Do you have a memorable comeback victory? And if so, what happened?
Half of my games is, half of my games are like this, yeah, so I don't think I can choose.
I remember, I think in 2019, in the HD Bank Vietnam tournament, I played against Demchenko. I don't remember the round, and I was losing throughout the game. And then there was like a crazy position at the end where we both had like 2 queens, and I had to sacrifice 1 queen for a mating attack. So yeah, and then in time trouble he missed this idea and won the game. So when you have 2 queens, you don't usually sacrifice 1 queen. So that is quite memorable.
Yes, I can remember a few. I think one of the most recent ones was 3 years ago in the US Championship playoffs against Fabiano. So I was completely losing the first game, but it wasn't so easy. So then I managed to turn around. It's on YouTube actually. We each only had a few seconds left on the clock. And that game was really important because the playoffs was only 2 games. I think another one was online against Jeffrey Chong for the Global Chess Championship, and we were playing Armageddon, and if I lost that I would have been kicked out of the tournament, but I managed to win and then I won 200 grand, so that's very nice.
Yeah, okay, I had this win against Arjun in World Cup. Yeah, I had to win with black pieces in quarterfinal in a must-win game, and yeah, I managed to win that and make it to semis. Yeah, after a marathon tie-break, I managed to make it. Yeah, I didn't really expect to go into the tie-break before my second game.
I guess it happened in the online tournament 2 years ago when I lost to Espinko in the first white game, and then I come back with 2 wins and I eliminated him. It was me sweet memory.
I have a memorable one, which was a comeback, but I didn't win. I was playing in the candidates, I think it was 6th round, but I could be mistaken. Maybe it was 7th round. Anish Giri in the 2016 candidates. So it was my first time playing candidates. It was also Anish's first time. And I'd made all draws. And then I prepared something very dubious for Anish, which didn't work out. So it was like a double pawn sacrifice, but then I went a bit too far during the game and it became a quadruple pawn sacrifice. So I was down 4 pawns, and then potentially I was also going to sacrifice a rook, which wasn't correct, of course. But he didn't go for it. He went for like a safer path. But I remember this game like very distinctly, remember it lasting a very long time, and I was basically losing the entire game. And only after a huge amount of suffering and defense, I finally managed to draw. Yet the position was so bad that even after I regained 3 pawns that I had sacrificed, I was still losing. So you can imagine how bad it was. But eventually I made a draw, and then after that I started to win a few games and almost came close to qualifying for the World Championship in 2016, but didn't manage exactly. But yeah, that game I remember very closely. It's still like etched in my memory. 4 pawns down, but somehow still managed to hold the game.
What springs to mind is my game with Morozevich in Build 2009. The opening went wildly wrong. Alexander was very well prepared and put me under tremendous pressure. And then I found one resource after another, but basically because I had no other choice. And somehow I think the turning point was when I already had secured the draw a bit by miracle, but then suddenly I thought maybe I want more, and with a few turnarounds and twists, especially some geometric matters, because I was a rook up in an endgame, but his pawn was handling toward promotion and only my rook could control it, so it went back and forth, but it was a great victory for me.
Yeah, I do have some couple of, comeback victories in championships or matches in online tournaments. Yeah, I can recall one of my matches against Wesley So. I think I was down a point and I was playing black with black pieces in the decisive game, and I managed to beat him. And we went to Armageddon, which, I convincingly beat him with white pieces, and yeah, that was it. But it's very tough to find those matches in classical because you don't have many chances to play in a knockout classical tournaments. It only happens in the World Cup. But yeah, it sometimes happens.